Can't doubt it. You can never doubt it. Except also there's this thing. This is Donald Trump on Sunday. Same interview that didn't get played till Monday.
Sports has always been something that Americans rally around to come together. They really do. You won the popular vote. You won all the swing states. But still, Kamala Harris got 75 million votes in the country.
Well, if you believe the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just say
it is ridiculous.
that the election was as it was.
Excuse me. There are 7 swing states. I won them all.
You did
by a lot.
But let me just get to the dismount here.
And I won the popular.
Have you thought about how to try to bring the country together? Sports has always been something.
Isn't that amazing? Donald Trump has to unify the country. We're going to get to that in 1 second in light of what we discussed on Monday. But listen to Trump's response here.
In the country.
Well, if you believe the whole thing.
Okay. Let's just say
it is ridiculous.
Well, if you believe the whole thing is ridiculous. He's talking about the 2024 election, the election that we are told made him president once again. The whole thing is ridiculous. That's him saying that. He's mocking the idea of believing in the election results. I don't know how else to take that. He says, Bret Baier says Kamala got 75 million votes, which is his proof that the country is closely divided. And Trump says, well, if you believe the whole thing is ridiculous. I agree with Donald Trump. Donald Trump agrees with me. I spent a year saying that was a fake election and that Donald Trump would be declared the winner, and that the worst case scenario would be Trump declared the winner, the uniparty wins down ticket, and everybody goes back to sleep believing that elections were somehow fixed, even though we know they weren't fixed. That's exactly the situation we find ourselves in right now. And there were people who were our friends telling us that maybe the elections are just fine the day after the election. And that maybe that even means that the 2020 election was fine. We had a few of those. We have people that consider the Congress and the Senate legitimate as a result of the 2024 election. Donald Trump just mocked the idea of believing the election results from 2024. He said, if you believe that whole thing, the whole thing is ridiculous. That's him saying that, not me saying that. And Bret Baier says that because these election results that no one believes show a closely divided nation, Donald Trump now has to work to unite the American people. Well, what was the theme of the Super Bowl on Sunday, as it was communicated to us online through our based and red-pilled Q and MAGA influencer set? Well, we all have to unite. Look at that. They're being patriotic. Everyone wants to unite. Why aren't you being unifying? The whole message is unity. Bret Baier just set him up, and Trump batted that whole idea away. He just mocked the idea that anyone could believe in the election results from 2024. So the election of 2024 was a farce, okay? We participated in that as part of our own self-delusion. The people holding the election and running the election, the actual process of it, know that our elections are fake. The people running in the elections know that our elections are fake because they're the ones making deals about who's going to win. And we know that the elections are fake because the election system cannot produce a legitimate outcome. And we still participated anyway. And then because of the result that the television told us, we said, oh, well, I guess everything's okay. There's President Trump saying that the elections are not okay. It is ridiculous to think. It is ridiculous to believe the results of those elections. That's Donald Trump saying that, not me saying it's Trump saying it. So if the election results are fake, then clearly the House is illegitimate. The Senate is illegitimate. And the running mate that he announced on Truth Social one day, 2 days after assassination event number 1, which was 2 days after, J.D. Vance's owner and Reid Hoffman of Epstein Island fame were yelling at each other at a billionaire meeting in public about martyring Donald Trump. Is J.D. Vance the successor? No. But we have to grovel before Tulsi Gabbard and Anna Paulina Luna? If we are in a post-constitutional America, if we are under some form of military government, it would behoove us to stop pretending that our entire government is legitimate just because the television news channels tell us that's so. And it would behoove us to stop applauding all the potential replacements for Trump, having no reason to believe they are even on our side. And yet we are.